One of the most important parts, of course, of filming your video is the actual filming itself. And there's a couple of tips that we can give you to make sure that you get a really good looking video. The first thing that you want to do is you want to practice, practice, and practice some more. Make sure that the blocking, the movements on the screen are the way that you want them to be, so that the characters aren't running in front of each other, so that they're facing the audience, so that they are able to be heard by the microphone as well. Also, make sure that all your props and costumes both work and fit. As far as the filming itself goes, the iPad camera is great. Let me show you a couple different ways to change your lighting and your focus. When you're filming, you're going to want to use the camera app. The camera app looks like a camera, pretty simple. So open it up, and then you want to flip to make sure you've got these options right here. You've got time lapse, which is great, slow motion, which is awesome, video, and photo. Most of the time for video, you want to use video unless you're doing like rockets or stuff like that. You can either zoom or pull back out by putting your screen in reverse pinch, so spreading your fingers out zooms in, or pinching together zooms out. Now, if I look at my screen right now, I have a couple of different options. So if I'm looking at this scene right here, I have a Purell bottle. If I want to zoom in on that, I'm going to click my finger, and you'll see that little box comes up on the screen, and then it focuses on the Purell. But if I want to look at the Sasquatch back in the top right, I'm going to click on him, and it puts the box around him. So now I'm focused on that, and the Purell bottle comes a little bit out of focus. One more thing that you want to notice is that if I click on the Sasquatch, it'll give me the lighter or darker option, so I can drag and brighten the scene or darken the scene with my finger if I double tap on the Sasquatch. Likewise, if I click on the leaves, it'll focus, and then I can change my lighting and my darkness that way. While the video part of the iPad is great, the audio part could use some improvement. It's really good if you're up close, but if you're a little bit further away, the iPad strains to pick up the audio. So the students have to make sure that they enunciate and that they project their sound. Another quick and easy tip is to make sure that your students, when they're filming, add an intro and an outro. So what you're going to do is you're going to have the camera person do a 3, 2, 1 countdown. Make sure that they turn the camera on for those 3 seconds. The same thing at the end of a scene. So when the actors are done with their scene, give a 3 count until they turn the recording off. You can trim that later on, but if you turn it on or off too late, you'll never get that scene back. Perhaps the most important part of any video is energy. If you have a group of students who are just going through the motions, it comes across in their film. So you want to make sure that you've got energy, and more energy each time and every time. And finally, when filming, it makes it easiest if you eliminate your errors as you go. So if you're using clips, you're going to want to do that anyway. If you're using just the camera app, if you make a mistake in a take, get rid of it right away so it won't confuse you later on. Again, when you're filming, just a couple of thoughts ahead of time will result in a much better video. Have fun!